Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here. Once again, I'm here to show you an update on my farming. Now, I am sorry I didn't post my second video yesterday, but today I do plan to post 2 or 3 videos more after this first one. And this first one here is a full-on update to what I've been up to this morning from since when I basically got on and started to grind to where I'm at now. And basically, I am relatively close to being done with my goal, aside from maybe looking into buying some faceted lenses and leveling up all my awakened gens immediately. I am essentially done with the build, as you're about to see. Now, I am going to, again, just kind of quickly go over what I'm doing to farm all this currency up and what I'm going to be doing in the near future to stick to white maps to make sure I farm up a sufficient sum of currency to get a headhunter. Now, I will be doing and repeating the same methods I am doing. However, there are a couple of caveats. Obviously speaking, I do have a lot of people that know me on PlayStation, and there are some people who basically picked up my farming methods, and some people who know of the farming methods already, because it's not exactly a private farming method. It's been posted on YouTube before, and it is what it is, right? So as you can see, we have our iceshot built. We have pretty much everything done. I went out and bought some gems and made sure I can basically do everything. My boots are temporary. I decided to use these boots because they have a lot of fire res, and with Dying Sun I will be capped. Currently I don't have a Dying Sun. I will be working on that pretty soon here, but as is, I'm just kind of, I'm happy where I'm at, and I need a break. I've been at it since the morning, so this is the culmination of everything that I've spent my time doing. Now, I was going to basically show you the showcase using the Lion Eye Glare. However, I did want to kind of use my Death's Opus just because I like the Death's Opus. The Lion Eye Glare gets 1.72 attacks per second initially. That scaled with all of the attack speed that you get is insane, but Death's Opus gives you 2 arrows, crit multi, attack speed, and crit strike chance. Excuse me. Now, I am using a Pharaoh's first, so I do have a, permanent, basically, cat stealth or whatever. I do not use the what do you call it, less duration support yet. I do plan to eventually, but my plan is to basically take these gloves here. I plan to craft suffixes can't be changed and hit it with a veiled chaos orb and see what I get. Hopefully I get something that's decent and just kind of stick with whatever it happens. I'm not really too hurting no matter what it hits. I am using a Hiri's Demise for the stats and the attack speed. I do need to divine it up, and you know what? I'm going to do that now because I have the divines. I think I have the divines. I don't. I sold them. Alright. Well, obviously I am missing the Azaneth's chant. I do have the Azaneth's chant and the prophecies ready. Sorry, not the Azaneth's chant itself. I have A Note in the Wind set for the Song of Sakima. I am currently waiting for a friend of mine to hit lab and attempt to hit iceshot on the Iron Circlet, and I'm going to pay him for that. I hate labs, so I'm sorry you're not going to see me do a whole bunch of labs like one of my banes. I will, however, be doing more heist and basically doing grand heists. I ran all of the lower tier heists that I had. I cashed in all these, and that's where the markers you see in my inventory came from. I am going to run a bunch of lower tier grand heists, but just to kind of show you the performance of where I'm at right now, I'm going to basically give you a quick kind of, not showcase per se, but show you where we're at. But unfortunately, you're going to have to see me roll some Watchstones again. Hooray. Now, I do appreciate all the support, and I realize that I'm getting more and more traction, and that's awesome. It's amazing. I appreciate anyone who is willing to, back me up in my journey to become a personality for YouTube and try and, get recognized, etc., etc. That's really amazing. So I just wanted to kind of say that. Alright, let's see. What are we going to roll? Smuggler's Cash. No. Bloom Shrine. No. 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 Ah, beyond. Perfect. Alright. Ah, yes, yes. I like that one. That's rare monsters. Now, as I said before, I am not going to do any higher tier maps, probably until I have my headhunter and everything like that built and set up. And my reasoning behind this is because I'm basically going to be trying to show you that you don't need to be doing in-game content and being all cracked out for any other reason than, you know, because you want to. So I'm going to basically bring you, you know, this knowledge and how to do it and so on and so forth as best as I can, and I hope it does help people out. I am running out of Awakened Sextants, unfortunately. It's just the way it is, especially when, you know, it's now a more competitive market to buy them. But I'm not really worried about it. I am enjoying every little bit of what I can as I get it. So let's see, right here, Nemesis through currency. We can just drop the Beyond for now. So let's start putting our Watchstone. Excuse me. Come back here. Thank you. Let's put our Watchstones in. We want the rare monsters don't take reflect. We want more rare monsters. And I could do Beyond and I could do Legion. I think my other one's also a booming populace. So let me put this in here, see if I have double booming. Yeah, I do. So we're just gonna take out this, and we're just gonna add the Legion in, and not add the extra Harbinger at the end. Now, as you know, I do have a ton of overall, I have a decent amount of currency. I do owe a friend who I plan to pay back, so they give me a little loan. I have a bunch of small currency that I've been saving up in my actual currency tab. This is basically what we're sitting on, 1,500 fusings, 1,700 chromes. I turned all my jewelers into fusings, bunch of chances, bunch of scours, bunch of alloys. I've sold my annuls already, I've rolled a whole bunch of alts already, and yeah, we're just killing it. We have a couple of scarabs already ready for us, so that's always good. I have a couple of delirium maps, but what I've noticed is between running delirium maps and not running them, it's kind of a wash whether or not you do get you know, exalts regardless, so it's just whatever. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a quick but, you know, a short but sweet, you know, map real quick. And we're gonna throw a Gilded Scarab on. Alright, we have, yep, Nemesis is on here, cool. Let me make sure I have my Alva Prophecy on. I do. So basically, we are running. This is you know, tying into our Alvas, our prophecy farming. We are using whatever prophecies we can to chain while we're doing this. I have completed a couple random chains which spawn more rare monsters, which end up dropping me more currency. One time I actually got an exalt from them, so that was cool. I used all of my what do you call it, extra currency ones that I basically had, and those helped me just kind of stock up an extra overall pile of alterations. But yeah, we're gonna go right into this map and kind of show you where we're at with our build. I'm hoping by the near future I get my Azanas chant going, because that's going to be an insane amount of single target, due to the fact that currently I do not have Sniper's Mark or Hydrosphere in my kit. Now, I will say that I will have to try and figure out some kind of way in my single target to basically push, either Pierce or do something of that sort. And my reasoning behind this is because I need to be able to hit that Hydrosphere after I hit my enemy, after I place the Hydrosphere behind it, to do the most optimal amount of damage. So let's see what we can do. Ooh, our thing proc, that's cool. Alright. So let's see here. We're still doing T1 Nemesis maps, and it's still as profitable as ever. Obviously, we have basically maintained all of our profits thus far, so why not keep going, right? As you see, I haven't finished my flasks. I still have my lion's roar on, which is, you know, it is what it is. When I get my dying sun and everything like that, I'll be glad to give you a, hey, my build's finished video. This is what it looks like. I do plan on spending some currency before saying, hey, my, you know, before long, I'm gonna spend currency and I'm gonna be like, hey, I end up buying, you know, lenses to fully level up my gems, so I have, you know, a max impactful build as soon as possible without worrying about it. I do recommend that if you are doing this kind of thing, or if you are doing this kind of farm, you're gonna need to, and you want to jump to red maps, you're gonna really need to, or at least really want to, I need to choose, hold on, really want to set up for a faster lens like buying session. You're gonna want to, whether or not, you know, whether or not they have a lot, sometimes it just doesn't matter. You just want to buy them out. And I don't know how much they are on PC, but I know on console they can be relatively expensive to relatively cheap. It really depends on people's moods. So that being said, make sure you kind of know how much experience each faster lens gives in comparison to the experience of your gym. If you manage to get faster lenses that are, let's just say for an example, you get a faster lens that's Eaton and then Power 4 or Power 3 or Enlighten 3 or anything like that, you'll probably be better off than most, just because those are very good, you know, overall gems to eat for this kind of situation. That was 4 fireballs. Wow, that's pretty scary. Stalking ruin, whatever. Now, as you see, I don't have a whole lot of, it's basically, as you can imagine, an iceshot build being in, you know, in the league. As is, I'm not nearly as capped as I need to be. I'm not running awakened gems in my clear. I'm still using regular ones. I do plan to start buying awakened gems ASAP, but I wanted to make sure my single target was done first, just in case I decided I needed to go do some 80 plus heists and kill those really tough bosses. That's interesting. I didn't get anything from them. Alright, I think I forgot to drop a Nemesis 3 currency on here. Or they just didn't give me any rare mons. No, I don't know. Just keep going. See if I get some more currency off these guys. If I wasted a map, I wasted a map. It's gonna suck, but oh well. It feels like it's still working. I'm getting some chaos here and there. So I don't know what that was about. Normally your ultimatum drops you a pretty big chunk of change. Well, from the looks of it, this might have been a wash for a map. We'll see if I get an Exalt or something out of it by luck. But yeah, I don't think I have the Nemesis 3 currency on here, which is a crying shame. Looks like my fog's about to dissipate. Alright. Oh, this is the big harbinger. This will tell us whether or not we have it. If we don't, it's not like it's a big deal. Running one map without Nemesis 3 currency is not going to hurt us, but still, it is what it is. Got another Unchained. Yeah, we definitely didn't have Nemesis 3 currency on. Oh well, it is what it is. We end up getting a little bit out of it still. Definitely didn't pay for our map, and we kind of lost profit this map, but you know, you gotta live and you gotta learn. Let's go ahead and grab everything here. I think what I'll do is I'll probably skip the Alvas, even though I used the prophecy to get her, just because I don't want to, you know, waste my time with that too much. We're just going to grab all the currency real quick. And I'll just go back and... Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Didn't expect to find a primordial chain in here, so, you know, somehow our map paid for itself. Alright, what do we have? I don't care. I shouldn't have even opened it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Lockpicking is fine. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, I am missing a whole lot for my build. This is just more or less a build update of where I'm at. I do, again, appreciate anyone willing to tag along with me for my adventures. And I do hope that... you guys enjoy my content enough to continue watching it. Now, I will say that I do plan to go through with making my build guide for the MF iceshot. I was planning on trying to bring it to League, but the downside to trying to do this is that I need a couple of things specifically to make it work. And one of the biggest things that I need is a torrents, and torrents in League right now are pretty expensive. The other big thing I need is Awaken GMP, because Awaken GMP is just so much more attack speed and another projectile for clear. Now I can do it without Awaken GMP and use regular GMP, which is what I'm using now, is a regular GMP. But the Awakened is definitely a pretty good, you know, buff to your clear and so on and so forth. Now, my single target is pretty much as good as I'm going to get it until I get lenses. I will say that I need the enchant really, really bad. There's a lot of things that I can use, and one of the biggest ones is that enchant. And if I can get that enchant, then, you know, my build's essentially done, aside from, you know, leveling up gems, which I do plan to purchase lenses to level it up as fast as possible. Now, because my maps have been so profitable, even if it takes me a lot of chaos and a lot of currency to do it, I will most likely still pay it just so I can get it done and over with. But before that, I do have to take care of a few things, and I will be definitely getting you know, a couple of upgrades and a couple of things like that to show you pretty soon. Now, I do appreciate you joining me for my video, even if I scuffed it up a little bit. As you saw, somehow it ended up being profitable, which is cool, but, you know, don't do what I did. Don't, you know, run a whole map and halfway through the map realize, oh, hey, I don't have Nemesis on. Somehow I still got 9 Chaos Orbs, though, so I will take it. Thank you very much for watching this video and any other video of the videos in this series. I do appreciate all the support and all the people who are joining me. You are awesome. And any questions whatsoever, shoot. Feel free to ask. I will reply when I can on YouTube, and I will make videos accordingly about the builds, especially about detailing the stuff that, you know, people have asked. It's just going to take me a little time. This is the first actual free day I've had in a little bit. And from the looks of it, my schedule isn't really opened up for a while, and I will be, you know, not able to get on as much as I'd like to. So, thank you very much for watching. You guys have a really good one. Peace.